It is very easy for you to say, I want to become a farmer, I want to become a doctor, I want to become a lawyer, I want to become a scientist. It's very easy to say those things, but it is really hard for you to achieve those things. In fact, there are a lot of things that are involved before you can achieve it, especially giving yourself time. Now, for you to become a farmer without no experience comes with a lot of challenges. Actually, I was one of them. I started farming with no experience, and if I can do it successful and I come out successful, definitely you should be able to do it without no failure. Alright, and if you have been following this channel, I've been trying my best to make sure that I educate farmers about those common mistakes that you need to look after before you start investing your money into it. So in this video, I'll be talking about how you can actually start a farm, or how you can become a farmer with no experience like the way I started. Now, how can you do it? First of all, you need to identify your specific goal. Like, you listen to the word I said. It's your specific goal. Your specific goal is that thing that you really need at the moment. Alright. Normally we have so many goals that we want to get before we journey to the place of no return, that is death. But you need to understand your own specific goal. And what are your specific goals? I don't know them, you know them. So you have to figure out those your specific goals and think of how you can achieve them first. Now, as I said before, those specific goals are the one you need currently. Now, if you are able to achieve that one, then you can now move higher to the next level, which I don't know, but you know. Now, please, I started from poultry, from broiler chicken, and I started with 10 broilers. So if I can start with 10 broilers, you can start with 5 broilers. But if eventually those 5 broilers succeed, then you can move higher to the next. You can move higher to the next level. But all I'm trying to say is just try as much as possible to understand your specific goal. As me, I started due to I have no experience, and I said, okay, I want to start with broiler first before I start moving into fish. But at that time, I was learning. I was doing it subsequently. Like, I was learning the both together due to I need fast knowledge about it. So my own might work for me, and your own might not work for you. So just know your own specific goal and achieve it first before you need to move to the next one. So that is what I have to tell you for the specific goal. You are watching from the beginning of this video. I said something where I was learning poultry and fishing the same simultaneously. I was not only learning it, I was also making sure that I was doing a lot of research. Those days, when I finished with my masters, I will go back to the internet and do a lot of research on every topic it teach me in a day or in a week. According to what my teacher told me, he said that for you to learn farming very well, try your best to learn it on the job. Alright? Then I was learning on the job, which means that I was like, how will I put it? I was working in the farm, and at the same time I was earning money, and at the same time I was learning, because then I don't have a lot of money then. So I was earning money, I was also learning and also doing a lot of research. So I was opportunity to get a good boss that also pay me whenever we go outside work, because I was doing some kind of petty job. No, those things are past, but what I'm trying to say is that try as much as possible to make sure that you involve yourself with a lot of research. All right, do a lot of research. If I teach you something today, and you can also go back and do a lot of research on that topic I have treated. So that is one of the things you can also do to improve yourself, or to come out from farmer with no experience. All right, and with that you start getting a lot of knowledge on how you can also improve your farm. From the beginning of this video, I said something like I started with 10 broilers, right? I started with 10 broilers. So I see a lot of farmers do say that I don't want to start from very small quantity like 5. See, you can start with 5, you can start with 10, you can start with any quantity you wish to start. But the most important thing is how you can make them survive. All right, if you can think of ways you can make them survive, you will be happy in the longer run. All right, so don't think about the numbers. All right, just think about how you can make them survive. And also, as you are making them survive, try as much as possible to make sure that you provide market. Like there is already like ready market for them before you sell them. So I don't worry, for the marketing aspect, I'm going there, and I also teach you some things I did when I was encountering problem about selling my flocks. So the major point I'm saying here is that try as much as possible to start from small. Alright, even though you have a lot of money to do it, but just please, I beg you, start from small. You can start with 50, you can start with 25, but me, I started with 10. Alright, so I started with 10 broilers, and from there I started raising to the point I am right now. So just start from small. So as I was improving the farm, something happened along the line. Do you know what is that? Mortality. There was a disease breakout in the farm, and that thing cost me a lot of money, and it kills almost all the chickens I have in the farm. And the disease is Gumboro disease. Alright, it happens around that 2 weeks of every chicken. Alright, mostly broilers, NOILERs too. So please, I have given you one of the things that you also need to note. Gumboro is a very deadly disease, and you need to prevent it by giving them vaccine. And what vaccine should I give to them? You need to give them yes, Gumboro disease, Gumboro vaccine. So that is what you need to give them based on the numbers of birds you have. There's 50 dose, 100 dose, 150 dose, 200 dose, anyone based on the numbers of chicken you have. So please and please try to vaccinate them from Gumboro, because if you didn't vaccinate them, the same thing that happened to me will happen to you. It's not by prayer, it's not by magic, but definitely it will happen to you. So I beg you farmers, try as much as possible to understand every stages of disease. Every chicken have their own stages of disease. Alright, so understand those stages of disease before you start buying large quantity like the way I did, because that time I lost over close to 250 birds. So I never stopped. I keep pushing, and even there was a time in my life that I was intentionally failing just to get more knowledge. It happened. You can also do it. I intentionally fail just to get more knowledge. It happens. So please and please, you can intentionally fail just to get that more knowledge that you need. Alright, because you know that once you get it, nobody will remove it from your head again. So that is it. Now, back to the marketing aspect I told you about that I will talk about. I don't want to talk too much about it, but there's a lot to talk about it, but I don't want to talk too much about it. Let me just give you the formula on what you need to do. Alright. The formula that you need to take note is try as much as possible to get 6 times of what you have. Let's say I have one chicken. Let me make it very simple. Let's say I have one chicken in my farm. You need to have 6 times of customer of the flocks you have. That means you need to have 6 customers that are ready to buy that flocks. That your one chicken. So depending on the chicken that you have, just times it by 6, and that any number it gives you, that is the already customers, like ready made, like current, like customer that if you call now that I have chicken available, they will definitely come to your farm based on the number you see on your calculator. So that is what I did. Now what are the things that happen along the line? One of them is that there was a time that I was unable to sell some of my flocks, like due to there was no market for them. I don't have enough customers, and due to that, some of them were not dying due to overweight. They were broilers anyway. So They were dying due to leg paralysis, overweight, so many diseases were just occurring them because they are due for sales. So I think that is how I have to tell you for this video. Just try as much as possible to make sure that you do the necessary things for you to be successful. I think if you can follow these steps I have listed, trust me, you should be able to come out successful in your farming career. All right. So depending on the kind of farming sector you want to go into, whether fish, pig, poultry, and every other thing you want to go to, if it's plantation, everything works the same. All right. It's still everything still tally on this these steps I have listed below. So everything still follow them together. So just try as much as possible to do everything, and don't forget, start small. Start small. All right, because you don't have any idea. Even yeah, you don't have any idea. So just try as much as possible to start small. And I wish you good luck. I wish you good luck in everything you do. So do well to subscribe to this channel, and if you like this video, just like it. And if there's any comment for me, you can drop it on the comment section, and I will reply you instantly. Yeah, use the word instantly. All right, thank you. Bye for now.